wale, Azapo, Areka, Oluweba, Sọpé ìjọ òrèrè o, ìjọ òrèrè o, ọkùnrin ìjọ obìnrin ìjọ, ọmọdé ìjọ àgbàgbọ́ ìjọ. Everybody, don't walk off slope. Don't walk off slope. When the jack come around, jack come around. Jack come around, jack come around. One more time, oh yeah, get soaking, get wale, get soaking, get wale, get soaking, get wale, get soaking, get wale, get Azapo, Areka, Oluweba. Oh yeah, go walk on soaking, over your head, when the jack come around, when the jack come, everybody, oh yeah, for the mano. Oh yeah, Shiva, get soaking, get wale, get soaking, get wale, get soaking, get wale, get soaking, get wale, get Azapo, Areka, Oluweba. One more time, okay, go on the model, go on the model. Oh yeah, get soaking, get wale, get soaking, get soaking, get wale, get soaking, get wale, get Azapo, Oluweba. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 7, 8. Everybody say what? Hey. Everybody say what? Hey, hey, hey. 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the one my tongue, so everybody. Oh, the kick is kick. Kick is kick. Oh, the 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 kick is kick. Kick is kick. Kick is kick. Kick is kick. Everybody say get to the I to the E. Get to the I to the E. Kick baby. Kick baby. Oh yeah, she's a more kiki. Just a more kiki. Just a kiki baby. Just a kiki baby. I'm a talent. Just your own talent. Oh yeah, kitty go go go. Kitty go go go. Kitty go go go. Kitty go go go. Get to the I to the E. Kiki baby. Kiki baby. Kiki baby, and you're sure good Johnson. Kiki baby, Mama Shonola, Mama Shonola, Mama Shonola. Kiki baby, hey baby, and you're some president, general, president, general, president general, president general, all gala. Oka was soaking. Oka was soaking. I want you soaking. President General among the day. Presido. Surely, I was looking for. 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 President, Combo. President all over. CC, Your Excellency. Your Royal Majesty. I was looking for. President General among the nation. We salute you. President General among the nation. We salute you. President General among the nation. You know we salute you. Come on, we salute you. President General among the nation. One more time. President General. President General. President General. President General. All gala. Oh yeah, been soaking. President Tawo, 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 President Totawa. President Totawa. Oh man, no way you talk. Oh man, no way you talk.
You guys didn't want me to stop that, did you? You didn't want me to stop it, but we have to get the show going. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday, I think. Yeah. Happy Thursday. Welcome back. Hit the like button. Yes, that was Shagun Johnson. Shagun Johnson on YouTube everywhere. He's going viral. He's been going viral for like 2 years. So go check him out. Welcome everybody. Let me see who is on the chat. Marriott says your baba gave you a style. It's my wife. It's my wife. Yes, if you happen to be in the area, fades and cuts by Lola. She's a hairstylist. Just in case you didn't know, now you know. All right. Thank you, Chinye. Welcome, Chinye. All right. Hey. Okay. All right. Good. It's just us. Good. Let's get to it. We have some stories around the world that we're going to cover today. We have some trendy stories around the world that we are going to cover today. Please help me turn up on the hit like, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. My name is Ola, coming to you live from my Empire Pro Studios. This is Man of Prestige. We basically extract life and relationship lessons from trendy topics. And I'm a coach, a consultant, a relationship coach, a marriage coach. So if you're looking for more information about that, the links are in the description. You can also download the books for free. My wife and I, we wrote 2 different books on relationships. I've written 3 other books on business marketing and real estate, right? But you can download them absolutely for free from the comment section. The description box. Okay, you can go to the about page of this page or just go to manofprestige.com. Welcome back. Shout out to all the sponsors. I appreciate you for always supporting the platform. The goal this month was $142.01. We're very close. We're like $4 less or $3. We're at $136. Even that's despite not showing up very. So thank you for keeping the platform going. And you can donate, you can support for as low as 99 cents. You can also join as a member. We're trying to do the Lord's work. Okay, we're not just cruising here, we're catching fun, but we're also please always look out for the lessons. Okay, all right, so welcome back. All right, so today definitely we want to talk about Mohbad's father. And this man, it's a lot of it's a casity. All right, so we're gonna talk about that. Let me say Shagun Johnson. I would definitely check him out. Yes, Shagun Johnson. Yep. She did a great job. Lucky man. Trust me. She gave you a hookup right there. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. I'll tell her. She's actually under the weather a little bit, but I'll tell her. Mario, thank you so much for the $6.99. $6 Canadian dollars are better than US dollars, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate that. Goes a long way. I think we just catch the goal right there, but yes, we can welcome more and more today. All right, so without any further ado, we're just gonna go ahead and jump into the story. Let me see here. There's a video that I want us to play, then we'll take it from there. Let's listen in.
He had bought a new 2 plots at Elepe, but they now use Liam name on that land, which I don't know the reason. As a father, I'm the father to MOHBAD. I never buy anything on MOHBAD's name in my life, but they bought that 2 plot of land on the name of Liam. All those documents was with Wumi mother, except only one that is at Beribe was given to me when he was alive, that daddy, you are a pastor and I wish to build a church for you. That is the only one that I have access to. The rest, I don't know what about them. All those documents with Wumi mother. Thank you very much.
All right.
Okay, sir.
Let's see.
If
In search.
All right. So that's the video that I saw that I'm like, okay, we have to kind of revisit this and talk a little bit about it, because I think a lot of people are forgetting about MOHBAD so soon. That's just life. It's probably going to be forgotten more and more. It's just what it is, you know. Man says, no, we're worse. This thing can never be MOHBAD's dad. This man can never be MOHBAD's bad. What a shameless human being. Yes, this man. All right, so in case you don't know who MOHBAD is, let's do like a quick recap. MOHBAD was a Nigerian musician who died in September 2023 at the age of 27. So 2023, okay, so yeah, so basically his passing created a bunch of protests and a social movement, you know, calling for justice. A lot of people suspected at that time that it might have been the death might have been a result of bullying from his former record label Naira Marley, the Malian Records, and a man called Sam Larry, a street thug, allegedly called Sam Larry. And then you know, but then, you know, within 24 hours, this father that you were just looking at on the screen, he basically facilitated trying to bury him overnight before the following day. Even though MOHBAD was not a Muslim, I don't know if he was born a Muslim. It was not a Muslim. The guy himself, the Baba himself, is damn sure not a Muslim. He's a pastor, and you can hear him there saying something about MOHBAD promised to build a church for him. All right. So some of the events leading to the MOHBAD's death, I'm going to read this out. On September 10, MOHBAD was injured in a fight with his childhood friend, Prime Boy. So we came to know that after the fact, you know, because the guy was invited to police. He was trying to run. It was, you know, we just kind of saw on social media there was a dead body or a lifeless body in a car. People say, "Oh my God, it's gone! Imole. You know, you remember that, right? So that video went viral, and people were saying, "What?" You know, before we know it, it was gone overnight, and they were trying to bury him. And then there was the event of his neck not even being positioned very well. Almost looked like his neck was broken inside of that casket, you know. But anyway, the government eventually requested that they exhume his body, right? So on September 12th, MOHBAD was injected with drugs. So on September 10, MOHBAD was injured in a fight. On September 12th, MOHBAD was injected with drugs by an unlicensed nurse and died in the hospital. The nurse was arrested and charged with administering the drugs. You know, the police exhumed MOHBAD's body on September 21, 2023 to investigate his death. Now, the aftermath was that thousands of fans protested in Lagos, Nigeria, demanding justice. If you recall, the likes of Iyabo Ojo took interest. Iyabo Ojo, Toto Dike, these are Nollywood actors and influencers. They took interest in the case and they started rooting for justice for MOHBAD, hashtag justice for MOHBAD. So we covered it here a little bit as well. MOHBAD's death highlighted the need for mental health awareness and protection of artists from exploitation. That was what it was all about. They would say he was being bullied. They were talking about his royalties not being released to him, not being treated fairly. He was trying to escape from his record label and he was being bullied in the street of Lagos. In fact, there was a video that was going viral of him being actually bullied by Sam Larry. It was a video while he was actually in the middle of a video shoot, a music video shoot with what's his name? I forgot his name now. The one that used to sing with Naira Marley, the one that said Bolanle. What's his name? Somebody help me. His name just escaped me. Now, his legacy will encourage the music industry to treat artists with respect. Well, treating artists with respect, of course, you know, in recent times, we've had the situation, not to welcome, we've had the situation with Mercy Chinwo that was also being bullied, in my opinion. It looks like she was being bullied by the record label executive Easy Concert, not physically in that case, but more so in terms of maltreating maltreatment, withholding monies, royalties, bad business, just bad business in general, contract falsification of contracts and things like that, you know. So as you can see, there's one guy in the middle. there's one guy who always found his way to plug himself in the middle of all this whole thing, and that's a very dark man. So I will keep my foot on, I promise you, I will keep my foot on very dark man's neck. Okay, I will. Okay, because he's too powerful, and we need some checks and balances when people get too powerful like that, especially when it comes to social media. Since we're here together, okay, on this social media streets, some of us, even if the audience is not as big, but we do our own bit, you know. Anyway, so that's the story with MOHBAD. There's some additional details. MOHBAD had a son just 5 months before his passing. Liam, right, had a son with the wife who is now the widow, Wumi, who was the son was born in April 2023. He was a rising star. I played his music here when we did like a little tribute here when he passed on. Personally, I didn't really know the face. I didn't match the face with the music. I knew the music, but I didn't match the face with the music at the time. So that's a quick catch up on who we are talking about. So the video you were just watching was the father. I'm going to play that video again, and I want you to listen carefully, and then we're going to read some comments, and then, you know, see if we can get something out of this today.
He had bought a new 2 plots at Elepe, but they now use Liam name on that land, which I don't know the reason. As a father, I'm the father.
They use Liam's name on the land. Liam is the now going on. Liam will be 2 years old in April, right? The little baby, the toddler, that's who this man is competing with now, right? Seemingly, but let's just relax. Let's see if he has a point. They put Liam's name on a land. Let's keep going.
Father to MOHBAD. I never buy anything on MOHBAD's name in my life, but
so because he's never bought anything in MOHBAD's name in his life, he found it strange. It's a completely strange to him that MOHBAD will buy land on his son's name, right? Let's keep going.
He bought that 2 plot of land on the name of Liam. All those documents was with Wumi mother.
In the grand scheme of things, how big exactly is 2 plots of land? How big exactly is 2 plots of land? I wonder how big. 2 plots of land does not sound like a lot. Lord help me. 2 plots of land, 2 parcels of land, especially in Nigeria, it doesn't sound like a lot, right? But maybe it is a lot to him, obviously, right? But let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Except only one that is at Berigbe was given to me when he was alive, that Daddy, you are a pastor and I wish to build a church for you.
Did you hear that? The son, when he was alive, he said, you're a pastor, I would like to build a land. So there's no real reason so far for what we've heard so far. And we're taking a bit of probably a longer interview. So hopefully we're not taking it out of context. I doubt it. Anyway, so he actually, there's no real competition here. He actually bought a land for him to build a church on. You heard also he's a pastor. So again, there's no real reason to try to bury a body so quick when especially his national treasure, celebrated by Lagos heavily, upcoming big artist. He would have been so big by now. So many hits, you know, and you just like, there's no real reason for this behavior that this man has been showing. Yet we have enough people on the internet. We have more than enough people on the internet, by the way. Let me make sure I'm using the right microphone. Yes, okay, good. We have enough people on the internet that are actually taking sides with this man. Okay, so there's a real reason why we're talking about it. Is because, like, if everybody's agreeing, there's a good chance I won't talk about it. Okay,
that is the only one that I have access to. The rest, I don't know whereabouts there. All those documents will be murder. Thank you very much.
So another point of contention for him is that those documents were with the mother-in-law, MOHBAD's mother-in-law. That means this man's in-law. Okay. Now this man looks like he's sitting in his house in front of a curtain and doing this interview, and he's been doing the rounds of a ton of interviews, including but not limited to waxing the whole album, musical album, okay, in that time span. So it's not up to 2 years yet that the song passed, right? Maybe the song will be like, that's what I want you to do, Dad. Maybe. I doubt it. But the dad would want him to be okay, because it seemed like he loved his dad. He loved his family. But not waxing records. Anyway, he did music. He's being caught allegedly wearing this man's clothes, his son's clothes, or something similar, or trying to dress up like him. It almost seems like he was jealous of him when he was alive. It almost seems like he's trying to gain the level of access he never had. Seems like, I don't know, but these behaviors are weird to me. But I'm going to read I'm going to come to the chat, because in 2 years this is still going on, right? Part of the events that I need to mention was that this young man here, very dark man, who has been become so popular, become a social media sensation and social media police at the same time, he jumped on the internet at the time and he started to ask for DNA. You remember that? It was like, Wumi needs to do a DNA. All right. Okay, Wumi needs to do a DNA. Okay, sure, Wumi needs to do a DNA. Why? because somebody will just wake up one day and think they can use common sense to just suggest, or just prescribe some kind of lab test. Like, just do the lab test. I don't care, just do the lab test. Why? Because we can't leave any stones unturned. What stone are you leaving unturned exactly? Yeah? What stone are you leaving unturned? What are the specific? Never mind that. We don't need to know all of that. All that is a waste of time. All that is a waste of time. Let's just face business. Let's just do the DNA. Don't do nothing else. Just DNA. I'm coming to the chat right now, by the way. Come to the chat. But I'm looking for a video here that I want to play for you guys. Okay. Hold on 1 second. So in recent times, of course, Wumi has made it to this show. I'm not going to go through that, but on Trudy's show, she reviewed quite a few things. A lot of it is stuff that we kind of already know. It's just good to see her confirming it, right? I think the detail around his passing, confirming that Prime Boy, in fact, had a fight with him, and he was being injected wrong. I guess we could call it wrongfully, but carelessly by a quack nurse. That's not a strange thing, by the way, in Nigeria. There's a lot of unlicensed nurses that are injecting people in Nigeria, and it's just that kind of society. Some of you might be listening to that and you might be like, wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. Yes, it happens. It happens, So let me see if I can pull up this video real quick. All right, I'll see if I can find it. Let me come to the chat. I want to read some of that comments because I'm curious to see what they're thinking. That is your problem, sir. Chinye says, like at his reasoning, since you didn't leave any inheritance for your son, he wants to leave one for his son, right? But to him, that's strange. A lot of time, I think comprehension is comprehension. Comprehension is Yoruba, or comprehension in any of our native languages it's a completely different thing from comprehension in English. I see a lot of people try to comprehend. It's like two different lanes, right? A lot of people try to comprehend in English how they would comprehend in Yoruba. It's a disaster. I don't know if you guys have noticed. It's a complete disaster when people do that, you know. She says, I really want to know what he was trying to bury MOHBAD so fast. What is he up to with the move? I think he said something about because it was just a sad situation. He wanted to just get it done and get it over with, you know. But even the Bale, the head of that community, found it strange at that time, if you recall. You know, the stone of snatching the land from Liam, if he happens to not be MOHBAD's son. It makes all the sense in Nigeria, unfortunately. Yes, this kind of stuff will make sense to Nigeria. So when you look at the bunch of people, a lot of the rattles that are following Very Dark Man, they comprehend in native languages. That's one of the issues. And you're gonna see it even when he talks, on video. And I'm not shaming how he talks. I'm just telling you that comprehension in Yoruba or comprehension in our native language or pidgin is a different thing when it comes to comprehension in a civilized world or in English. Maybe I shouldn't make it about English. Maybe make it about civilization. Arguably, maybe Western lifestyle. Okay, and I don't mean that in a negative, as in like we're learning so much every day, and some people just would rather stay stuck in old ways of doing things, even though it's clearly not working. You know, so let me see here. All right, so if you can, I'm looking at the comments, some of the comments here. Somebody said when he started wearing his son's clothes. Exactly. When he started wearing his son's clothes barely 4 months after his demise, I already knew this man is such a clown. A man can choose to buy properties in his son's name, mom's name, wife's name, and even his father. It's happening everywhere. Just 2 plots of land, and you have a problem with it just because you've never bought anything in your own son's name before. You know, some people say, you know, in fact, the way they are comprehending that, let me finish this comment, then I'll tell you how they are comprehending it. I wish children can also be given the chance to choose whom their parents would be. MOHBAD, I wish God put you in the midst of family and who would love you more than you deserve in your next life. Let me tell you, let me warn you guys like that right now. Some of you guys have parents like this, okay? And it's not all the way a negative thing. It's not. It's about what can make it negative is how you react to it. If you're completely caught unaware and you have unrealistic expectations and you start to fantasize about other people's parents, thinking it's better or the grass is greener on the other side, that's when you have a problem. Many of you have parents like this and they will comprehend in the same manner. It's all about how you react to it. You need to understand where it's coming from, okay? Let me tell you how they're comprehending that. I didn't buy anything in my son's name. There must be a foul play. That's the comprehension right there. Okay, the comprehension is not that I'm jealous of my son. No, it's not that simple. That would be too simple. Remember, I said it seems envious, it seems jealous. No, that's simple. In fact, you're giving him too much credit, because at least if he's jealous with his full chest, we can give him some credit, right? This is completely pure ignorance, and that's why you don't want to give it too much energy. Because this could be your uncle. It could be some weird uncle in your family or your cousin. Okay? When they start to move a certain way, you know to not trust them with certain things. Right? You know to check and balance them. Let's say you give somebody some kind of work to do for you in Ijebu-Ode, and you want them to do some kind of local work for you. Your expectations of them will be much more regulated when you don't think everything is about jealousy and envy. When you just know that these people, their own madness is a little different level than yours, and you're being exposed, you could just borrow yourself brain and say, you know, it's how you approach these issues that matter. Okay, so with that being said, don't make this about he's envy and jealous. That's not the lesson here. I just want you to pay attention to this kind of people around you. Their comprehension level is like, it's not even kindergarten. That's why we now start to make noise that school is not a scam. Go to school. Go to school. We're not saying you should go to school and learn accent, because Nigerians get it twisted. There's a video I was watching the other day. I think my wife reposted it on on social media somewhere where they were teaching children accent in school. That's backwards and twisted. Let me borrow your language, Chie. It's not accents we tell you to go and learn in school. Comprehension, reasoning, critical thinking is what you need to go and learn in school. That's why you must go to university. You must at least take first 2 years in university. You must go to a couple of years. Go to at least college of education, something. Do something beyond high school. It is not a scam, I promise you. You might not find any relevance. But these are the issues. These are the issues. The issue is not Baba Mohbad. The issue is actually aligning with this line of thought. That will become the issue. And you call yourself educated, and some of you have been around. Some of you have well traveled. But you cannot remove that village thing out of you because you refuse to borrow yourself brain. But what you're going to school to learn is not the specifics. See, any job you find in life, they will actually train you. There's no special anything about any job out there. They will train you. Really, what they want you to go to school is critical thinking. They want you to be able to think beyond surface level. So, because you bought that land in Mohbad's name, I'm not going to ask why. I'm just going to say there's a foul play. And then the bunch of rat tails are going to jump behind it and say there must be a foul play, without doing any internal assessment of the information you just received. It's crazy what you see on this internet street. And I find it more important that I have to keep showing up here to keep spelling them out and showing that, like, even if you disagree, at least you will know that there's another school of thought. You know? So, let's see here. Chia says, you're dragging your grandson's inheritance. Are you cursed or something? I really want to know why he was trying to bury Mohbad so fast. Okay, I think we went past that already. Yeah. No, that explanation is a lie. He knows it's his heart why he made that move, and it wasn't pure, especially the way he did it. It's just, I mean, usually a lot of people will still be mourning. They will even be trying to wake up to the reality. I know people that will still be carrying their son around different prophets' houses trying to see if he will wake up. That will be the more behavior. Like, that's more of the behavior you see from normal people. They still, especially in the Nigerian society where people believe in the power of prayer, they'll be praying that nothing, this boy must wake up, right? So young, right? But this papa was just very quick. Now that looks like a foul play. If you were to compare that to putting 2 plots of land on your son's name, which one looked more like a foul play? And yet we have a bunch of aunties on TikTok actively supporting this man. Very, very weird behavior. You know. Uncle Patrick, sir, how are you, sir? Good to see you. He said, you got that right, Ola. For every new job, you still have to be trained. Yeah, you go to school to learn critical thinking, not the specifics. The specifics is a moving target. It changes with technology. Everything is changing. Okay, I went to school for computer engineering, graduated back in 2005. It's not the same thing today. It's just not. Okay, it's not the same thing. It's completely different from what they're doing today in that same program. But some people have a hard time comprehending what I just said. But we're going to I will try my best to break it. You know, I speak too much English. I will keep trying my best to break it down and down and down. Mara says, waiting phonetics do you? It's a problem. It's a problem. Priorities are messed up, you know. Anyway, somebody else said, a good father leaves an inheritance of moral stability and goodness to his children's children. Proverbs 19:14. Fathers can give their sons an inheritance of wealth, such as houses and lands. See, that's not what he's saying. He's saying that they actually put the name of the son, not like in a will or something like that. His issues are actually deeper than this. He knows that a child can inherit, right? But in his mind, it's not. The issue here is, okay, I don't know if you guys listened to that video very well. The issue is not necessarily with Liam. It's with Mohbad's mother-in-law. Okay? If he's jealous of anybody, it will be he's jealous of Mohbad's in-law. Now, when people are jealous of each other like that, like, you know, of course, everybody will suffer. Sometimes they will even Mohbad could be alive. They will bring that situation into their children's marriage. See how quick that is? It's very close. It's a close issue to you. Sometimes when those in-laws are fighting themselves, they will bring that issue. That issue will come into your marriage before you know it. If you're not very careful, if you overreact, if you don't have any sense of critical thinking, and you just want to overreact to everything, just instead of saying, say, "What? Take that thing back to where you're coming from. This is a different zone here," right? Boundaries is what I'm talking about, right? But that's what we're looking at right now. Unfortunately, Mohbad is not here to do that, if he could at all. But there's a good chance that he was actively pushing against his father in many ways before he passed on. Somebody said, I've never seen a father obviously envious of his son's success. I thought parents prayed for their kids to be better than them. Another person says, if you didn't do anything for your son, does that mean he shouldn't do anything for his own son? His comprehension. He was trying to say, that woman has bottled up my son before he died. That's what he was trying to say. You guys see what I'm saying here? Anyway, everything Wumi said about this man was true. Another person said, you failed to buy property in your son's name, but your son did not fail as a father to buy property in his son's name. Baba, shift, make we pass. Judging from this clip, I don't think that's the case. I think it's insulting that Wumi might have played foul with the documents. That's where he's getting at. He's still tackling Wumi and Wumi's mother. He isn't a fan of Wumi and her mother. He simply doesn't believe that Mohbad bought that land in Liam's name. You get it? That's his comprehension. Somebody was able to pick it up. Somebody said, to those who supported Mohbad's dad and VDM, big shame on you. Mohbad's property is for Wumi and Liam. Third mainland is there. If you're not happy with it, Jesus Christ. Somebody said, this man has been fighting for his son's belongings since he bent his neck. Jesus Christ. I don't even think he is the biological father. Make them arrest this man. Torture him. Well, so you go receive sense. Somebody said they should never leave this man with his grandson alone. It's not about the grandson. I think he's just so caught up in his hate for them that the grandson is like the throw out the baby in the bathwater type of situation, you know. And of course, you know, I'm not normalizing that it's a normal behavior here, but I don't know if you've been around extended family. They can move mad. Okay, just go to the TV shows. Back when I was growing up, I don't know if that still exists. There's another show in Lagos. I think Boromiro, yes, and many other shows like that where they go fight on land and things like that. Sometimes people are not necessarily dead before they start to do that, you know. So I see why it's good to buy property in the name of your children, because some village people, they plan waiting them one inherit once they shift you. Okay, I wish he knew his father and was his greatest enemy. Rest on Ileri. All right, let me see here. All right, so listen to this one, guys. Listen to this one.
He said when he come back from his tour, I met him and he said he had bought a new 2+ at Elepe, but they now use Liam name on that land, which I don't know the reason. As a father, I'm the father to MOHBAD. I never buy anything on MOHBAD's name.
All right, he's repeating the same point. I just want to come here and read those comments. All right, so let's see. Maria said, I remember Boromiro. Maria is such a Yoruba girl. All right, hit the like button, everybody. Hit the like. Let's ping everybody else into the room. I have some other stories I want to cover, so stay Stay tuned. Let's see here. He even knows the he even knows the location. God lead us not into temptation. Obake Solo. Who is Obake Solo? That sounds like a popular name. God lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil forever. All in caps, by the way. Another person said, many individuals believe that drafting a will is the sole means of transferring property ownership to their children. However, as a seasoned lawyer, yes, Mercy J, I strongly advise exploring alternative methods due to the contentious nature of wills. Will can be challenged, disputed, and sometimes lead to protracted court battles. That's a fact. Okay, I couldn't agree with that more. To avoid potential conflict and ensure a seamless transfer of property, consider gifting your assets to your children during your lifetime. Yeah, but are they allowed to own that kind of stuff as minors? I'm not sure how that works. One effective way to achieve this is through a deed of gift. Okay. I think they might call that a deed of trust here, right? This legal document enables you to voluntarily transfer ownership of property to your child, providing them with immediate and unconditional ownership. By executing a deed of gift, you can 1. Avoid potential will contests and disputes. 2. Reduce the risk of costly probate fees. Yes. 3. Provide your child with immediate access to the property. 4. Minimize the emotional burden of your loved ones during an already difficult time. Don't forget that it is essential to consult with a qualified lawyer to ensure the deed of gift is properly drafted, executed, and registered, providing a secure and legally binding transfer of ownership. Don't rely solely on a will to transfer your property. Explore alternative options like a deed of gift to safeguard your legacy and provide your loved ones with peace of mind. I really like that. Even if it's not accurate, I like the fact that at least opens some people's mind, right? I really like that. Let me see if I can find this video of this social media nuisance that I'm looking for. Where is it? Wumi. Okay, can be up to 2 weeks ago now. It's gotta be, let's see. Hit the like button, guys. Hit the like button so you're notified when we go live. Hit the like button. Let's see here. There's a video I'm looking for. Maybe it's not on here on. Let's see here. Okay, I found it. All right, so let's listen to this. Sorry, guys. I know you guys don't. You're tired of it, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's listen.
Interview. There are a lot of things that these people are. All right, so I just watched the interview MOHBAD wife did with one guy like that, and I will tell you that a lot of things was revealed.
Who is one guy like that? So Very Dark Man is gonna pretend he doesn't know who Chudi is, right? What's the beef now? One day he's gonna try to drag Chudi now. It's obvious already.
MOHBAD wife did with one guy like that, and I will tell you that a lot of things was revealed in that interview, and I will tell you in full confidence that there are a lot of things that these people are not telling us. But if this lady continue to do interview, the truth go to come out slowly, just like some truths don't come out from this one now. Now let's start. Yeah, I'll play 2 videos from the interview. Let's start with this one.
Do you accept the results of the coroner inquest? Well, that is another question. That is another oddful question, because I knew that there is a nurse involved in this case, you know, he reacted to rejection. And since my husband, even the night my husband died, that my father-in-law got to the house, you know, the nurse even narrated everything that happened to him. In fact, my husband's manager wanted to get the nurse arrested that night, but he asked us to let her go. That he does not have any business with her.
Your father-in-law asked them to let the nurse go.
That we should let her go. That he doesn't have any business with her. And you know, he despite
the part I want to play for you is towards the end. Listen.
Names. You were the one that called the name for her. So it's obvious that you are trying to whitewash. What's in the nurse narrate to Baba Mohbad say it happened to Mohbad? And why did the management want to arrest? Why did they wanted to arrest? Abi, which one be the English? Why did they want to arrest the nurse before Baba Mohbad? And why Baba Mohbad talk say may they let the nurse they go? That's another side. Now to the person where the interviewer, this does not look like an interview. This looks like a whitewashing.
So he's going to be the one to teach Chudi how to interview now. Did Nana say it? I even forgot he said this, but he's now dragging Chudi to the person with the interviewer.
The reason why it looks like a whitewashing is this. You did not ask her about the voice notes that was released when Mohbad accused her of so and so.
All right, so you guys remember that voice note? That voice note where Mohbad was like, Shefe Pamini, do you want to kill me? You know, like that voice note must have been about 3 seconds. I'm not exaggerating, maybe 10 seconds at most, maybe 15 seconds at most, right? All right, so I haven't got a chance to do the update. I'm going to try to do an update on Nedu versus Very Dark Man. I'm going to do a separate one on that. But also a video, audio of Nedu saying that he knows drug dealers, he knows. And then you see the rattles run with that audio. Knowing fully well that Nedu is a skit maker, that audio could have been picked up from anywhere. Knowing fully well, maybe they don't know this part. By the way, we can clone our voice now, by the way, to say anything we like to say in any accent. Welcome to the real world. Okay, as a matter of fact, as of this morning, Very Dark Man was being accused of paying $2 million, naira, to somebody to doctor Nedu's voice. Is that not possible? It's possible. Okay, as a matter of fact, I actually have the tools here. I'm actually gonna do a whole video which is a clone of my voice, and then I'll let you guys know it's a clone of my voice. But you see a bunch of news, social media nuisance running with the story. You see what I'm saying here? You see, it's such a risky thing to do. So he's talking about the audio of a husband and a wife having a disagreement. 10 seconds. What are we going to do with that audio? It's such a useless audio. What could she do with that audio if you ask her about it? Right? If she's any normal human being, she would say we had a disagreement. And that would be the end of that story. But yet you see a bunch of especially grown men running around the internet peddling this guy's rhetoric for the last 18 months and more. Anyway, let's keep going. That's the audio he's talking about. It's a useless audio.
You didn't ask her of that. You literally didn't say anything about that. You just pick one or two things.
Well, I have a very strong willing, because today the way he does his episodes, he does a longer version that he puts on the podcast, and he cuts only 30 minutes that he puts on YouTube or anywhere else. So I'm not sure if this particular video is like that, but most of his interviews are like that. They are much longer conversation. So you actually don't know if he asked or not, but let's just assume he didn't ask. Why does he need to ask that question? It's a useless question. He's not the judge, number two. It's not the one that's going to judge the case, right? So if anything, Chude is a media person who is simply doing an interview and is collecting a story point. Let's keep going.
Sometimes you go on talk, you go help her talk, call name. She didn't want to call name. Naira Marley and Sam Larry's name, she didn't want to call those names. You were the one that called the name for her.
Have you guys seen Drink Champ before? The interview, Noriega, right? Nori, the rapper. He does interviews on YouTube. They have YouTube episodes. One of the original biggest podcasts, actually, Drink Champ, right? Nori is very good at this. He will just mention name, he will give you bait, and then you take the story from there, you run with it. Another person that does that very well is Teju Babyface. It's simply the way you do interviews. Who is going to help me tell Very Dark Man? Sometimes she didn't want to mention him. Very Dark Man forgets that social media is not the court of law. Not just Very Dark Man, especially the rat tails. Very Dark Man, I want to give him pass sometimes. I think he's just manipulating these people. He knows exactly what he's doing. But the rat tails, the followers, the gullible followers. Social media, where is the evidence? Where is the evidence? Social media is not the court. You cannot file a real petition here. If anything, it's all cruise. And if you take anything too seriously, I'm just looking at you like you're dumb. If anything. Let's keep going.
So it's obvious that you are trying to whitewash and clean the girl up. Now, to sum it all up, did you notice that Naira Marley's name wasn't in the bracket of what happened to the boy on that night? She said some things about they bullied the boy. She didn't call the name. The person with the interview and I didn't call name. But on
by the way, as of this last week, they've exonerated from court of law. And I want to say kudos to Naira Marley for being quiet, for listening to probably wise counsel, for being quiet and then waiting all the way through before he said anything. I'll see if I get to his statement, right? For actually waiting it out. Very important, because the temptation, the urge is there for all of us. If you feel like something is not fair, not just that, if you feel the need to be defensive, even when you're wrong, it's an urge to want to jump out there and control the narrative. So kudos to anybody who is able to manage and not say anything and actually get exonerated, because it's not easy, right? Him, Sam Larry, Naira Marley, Sam Larry, and Prime Boy were exonerated over the past few days from this case, right? Are they actually innocent? I don't know that, but that's what the court has said, right?
On that night, Naira Marley's name was never mentioned. So why did they bring Naira Marley's name into the whole equation? That's another thing.
I could have answered that question for him. Should I answer it or not? Because Naira Marley is the one that had track record of, and him and his boys had the track record of bullying him with evidence all over the internet, as in like real videos of him being chased down the street and him being scared of his life and going live on the internet. I mean, we forgot about that already. So why does he need to ask that question if there's only so many questions you can ask in one interview, right?
Now let me tell you something. In conclusion, I feel like MOHBAD wife is 70% innocent. But
that statement he just made right there is where I have to agree with you, Chinye. It's a very dark brain. And somebody, I was listening to a TikTok live earlier on, and somebody was like, as far as I'm concerned, the person was defending Very Dark Man with their full chest, like a bunch of weirdos that they are out there. And the person was like, for me, it's just another man who has an opinion. That's where you're wrong. He's not just another man. He's a man with at least 2 million monitoring spirit followers, dark-brained followers that will take his words as gospel truth without processing it at all. Evidently, right? So no, it's not just your regular random person. Somebody said, can anybody just come to you in ShopRite and say, you slept with my wife? Would you be affected by that? That's Very Dark Man is not just anybody. If Very Dark Man jumps into that car and he turns on his video like this, his words carry weight because there's a bunch of dark-brained people. I'm not being disrespectful. Somebody said it's been 99.99% chance daft people. Well, I don't know the numbers, but the loud ones is 100%. 100% of the loud ones. They come into my video long after. They are cowards. They don't say anything in these live streams, by the way. They come into my comment after we're done with the video, And just like their boss, because he doesn't entertain comments either. He turned off the comments on his videos on Instagram. I don't know if you, I think he might open YouTube, but he's that's his regular practice. If you could, it would turn it off because he doesn't want to hear anybody else's take or opinion. That's coward behavior. Everything else being equal, that's coward behavior, right? So that's what we're dealing with. So in some twisted way, I don't think it's Very Dark Man's fault. I think it's more so exposing the state of the mind of a lot of people out there, right? That's why he would say, hey, let's do a DNA, and then you have a bunch of people like, DNA, why? Are we at that stage yet? There's no need for DNA yet. When they get there, the forensic, when they get there, not forensic, but the investigators, when they get there, if there's a need to answer that question, if there's any kind of suspicion around that, they will do that. But because Very Dark Man is not your regular person, if you say, it becomes sensationalized, and then it takes on its power of its own. And that's actually dangerous. Anyway, let me come to the chat before I continue. That statement he just made right there, that was it. He said he thinks she said suddenly she now thinks she's 70% innocent.
Did they bring the Ramali's name into the whole in question? That's another thing. Now let me tell you something. In conclusion, I feel like MOHBAD wife is 70% innocent, but not entirely innocent. I feel like what happened to MOHBAD has nothing to do with a lot of things that these people put online. I feel like somebody jumped into this whole thing earlier in the beginning and manipulated this girl to say a lot of things that she was not supposed to say.
That sound exactly, if you can't comprehend this, it's not my fault. Okay? That sound exactly like, why is Liam's name on 2 plots of land and all the documents are with mother-in-law? There must be a foul play somewhere. That sounds exactly like that. That's the same line of thought. It's a comprehension issue. It's a comprehension issue, honestly. Yes, a Rattle came to Auntie B's platform to spew the same rhetoric, and Obodo fam was not having it. They can. I don't think there's few of them that get exposed to us here. So this few are very cowardice. Usually they can't say much. You know, they just wait until we're done, then they leave some random weird comment. Sometimes I cross them out back. Sometimes I just hit the like and keep it moving. This guy can only thrive because of law enforcement. Thrive because of law enforcement and journalism no longer exists. I don't entirely blame them. That's another thing, another angle. Adana, hello Adama says, Biko, who is Very Dark Man? Nigerians will idolize anything without even analyzing what or who they are supporting. That's a major problem. You're right. You're so right. Some Nigerians lack common sense. You're right. That very day he died, weren't like 15 people in that house? How come they're not also pinning these people down? Good question. Because he had his eyes on one person, you know. These people are so messy on Twitter. Hello everyone. Some people should not have access to the internet. VDM is something else. Mary Uzo, hello. Husband and wife fighting. They want up use the stupid voice note to pin her. Wife fighting and they want to use the stupid voice note to pin her. Yeah. Even the wife doesn't know what killed her husband. Listen to the coroner. Suspicion is not fact or scientific. People literally listening to suspicion and they make it, you know, they might not even say it out loud, but the way they move with it, and that's the danger, that's the downside of social media, unfortunately, you know. But that's what I wanted to point out in this video there for you guys with respect to the MOHBAD thing. Just the fact that he came back after 18 months to say, oh, I don't think she's now 70% innocent. I'm like, I can't believe that a bunch of people are following this joker, but it is what it is. Now we have to address it. If somebody, no matter how dumb they are, if they're popular enough and they can literally control the narrative in our social environment, then we have to address it, you know. Yep. All right, so Naira Marley, of course, like I was saying, he came out and he made this statement. This is the statement I was talking about earlier on. He said, "I never thought silence could be so loud. I never thought someone I called my brother, someone I protected, would leave this world with my name in his shadow. I have carried this weight, this pain, this shame that was never mine to bear." We as Malians were not perfect. We had to grow. We had to adapt. Mistakes were made, but they were business, never war. I made peace with MOHBAD. We understood each other beyond the noise, beyond the misunderstandings, and you know this. Yet, when he took his last breath in you all's arms, you looked at the world and pointed at me. You let them tear me apart. You let them call me a killer while you sat there knowing the truth. Now you tell the story. That's the fact that she went on Chudi and then she was on TVC. Yeah, TVC with the ladies up there. He said, "I welcome you all into my home. I gave you my trust, and yet my brother is gone, still not buried, and that is your fault. Telling the truth from the beginning would have given him the rest he deserves. Regardless, I will always be there for him. You never thought I would survive. You never thought I would walk through the fire and face people. Maybe you hoped I would stay a fugitive. You thought I would run. Instead, I stood before the justice system, spent time in jail, and faced everything head on, while you changed the story again and again. But God sees all. The truth does not shake. The lies will fade, and time will reveal everything. I've been broken, but I'm not destroyed. And when the truth finally speaks, I pray your heart is strong enough to bear it." Naira Marley. He said some things before that. He said, "Justice for MOHBAD. Court exonerates." Okay, no, this was the original news. Court exonerates Naira Marley and Sam Larry, nurse and friend, to face trial. The nurse and the friend will face trial. That's nurse. I didn't even read that place very well. So the nurse and Prime Boy will face trial. Interesting. A magistrate court in Sabo. See how fair life is. Everybody's pointing finger at them because they had the history, the track record of bullying him, right? But that's not how the court of law works. That's not how it works. Fortunately or unfortunately, it will be fortunate for you when you end up on the wrong side of the law. It might seem unfortunate when you feel like it's unfair. Somebody did not get served justice, right? Anyway, it could be anybody. Aloba Jekarakuba. A magistrate court in Sabo, Yaba, Lagos, has discharged popular singer Abdulaziz Fashola, known as Naira Marley, in connection with the death of Aloba Oladimeji Ileriolua, also known as MOHBAD. Presiding Magistrate Ejiro Umbenje, following legal advice from the Lagos Directorate of Public Prosecution, ruled that Naira Marley had no case to answer. Also freed were music promoter Samson Balogun Eletu Sam Larry, Owoduni Ibrahim, Prime Boy, and MOHBAD's former manager. So Prime Boy is actually released, but there's a friend that has to face trial, they said. Okay, so not Prime Boy. And Okwere Babatunde, or maybe they're all mistaken here, because sometimes we're all lifting this stuff without seeing the actual source, right? I want to see what people are saying here. Let's have it. Let me first of all come to the chat. She said, Wumi never accused Naira Marley of buying MOHBAD. So what is he talking about? Wumi did not talk up till recently, right? She did not talk. I think she had one outburst. There was a voice note that came out one time, which is fair, you know. It's tough for anybody to go through what they went through. Yep. You accidentally deleted a message? I didn't see it. It's okay. Adama say Naramali Zuka Nike Zuka Nike. Rest. You traumatized him like mad. Protected care. Maria says after sending his followers to terrorize her, now only 30% guilty. What is the punishment for that? Exactly. By saying your papa. Yeah, I do say that. I do say your papa. Biko, who is okay? We already covered that. Yeah, so I'm looking at some other comments here on Instablog Nigeria. Somebody said, try this instead. I'm sorry I bullied him. I pray he finds justice and finally get a befitting burial. Take accountability, Naira. That's what somebody said. Do you guys agree with that? Somebody said, you're not a better human being. I have no regard for people that hurt other people purposely. See, that was a well-crafted message and we almost bought into it, right? But again, my own is to point out to you that life is not fair. Protect yourself. Take care of yourself. Yeah, and learn how this game of life works, because those are the people that will win. I promise you. Okay. Your moral standard, your moral capabilities are the bare minimum. You're supposed to do the right thing. You need candy for doing the right thing. I'm sorry, that's not how life works. I'm sorry. There's a way you can go about it with being the reason someone is going through pain. Naramali, you're not a good person. Somebody said cancel Naramali forever. He thinks the coast is clear, right? He has a hit song right now. I'm back. I think Erastar got dragged for dancing to it 2 weeks ago. She deleted it instantly, and Naramali came on Twitter and said, "Don't drag her. Cancel me again instead." So he's being condescending, you know. See, either you are a Naramali or not. If you are a person that your whole business, your whole livelihood is around attention, it can only last for so long, right? It can only last for so long. If you're some of the best, 10 years. By the time you're hitting 10 years, there are all kind of kids, better talented kids coming right behind you that will replace you. Much humility is needed, because you're going to need those kids, and hopefully they will need you. Hopefully they will need your wisdom. Hopefully you're still relevant enough that they want to tap into your wisdom, right? We've seen so many actors come and go. Not everybody's going to be RMD. Even RMD disappeared for a while before he came back. He didn't just disappear because he wanted to go and make commissioner money. It was because things were a little shaky, probably, right? But we see people come and go. Then they have to now work for the people that they raised up. You can ask, what do you call it? What's his name? Is he Adis? What's his name? The comedian, the one that mentored AY comedy. I forgot his name. It's not Addis Ababa. Is that his name? No. Is that his name? No. What's his name? The comedian. Somebody help me in the chat. Right? So how many comedians have come and go? No matter how talented you are, right? There's a part of it that's grace. There's a part of it that's obviously your, how you've treated other people, right? There's so much of it you don't control, but here's something you can control: humility, right? Be humble. You can control that, right? Without necessarily tampering with your confidence, because confidence is still needed. So someone like Naramali does not get it, but Yoruba people say Igbe Iloye Olokwada. So we will all be here. If your whole business is surrounding attention, how many followers, how many people are listening to you on a daily basis, as like it's your drug, it can only last for so long. I don't care how big it gets. Alibaba, sorry, Gary. I was about to say Addis Ababa. Alibaba, thank you, Jerry, Marriott. Right? Alibaba had to now work for AY Comedy, right? And there's so many examples like that, especially when your business or anything you do is about, if it's significantly about attention. That's something that very dark man does not understand. You know? So, let's see here. Somebody said, LOL, damage control, when no control anything. Nobody said you killed him. You were accused of bullying him when he was alive. Now, there probably enough people say he killed him, you know, but he told us to hold you if anything happens to him. You were silent when he did that. You might be innocent of his death, but you have questions to answer as regards when he was alive. People should stop playing funny mind games. It was a well-crafted message, but hopefully he shuts up and go away after that statement and just do the bye. People are already dancing on TikTok to the song. So even I saw some elderly people dancing to the song. So it is what it is. If it's entertaining, it's entertaining, right? Somebody said, "Oh God, calm down. If Nigeria na better place, you for the jail, you for day jail for assault." Say for the jail, you for day jail for assault. Somebody said, "Bro, you bullied him and make life unbearable for him when he was alive. Don't come here to play any pity party. You made him hypertensive from your constant bullying, and God will reward you for every single pain you put him through." Somebody said, "Whether you like it or not, we refuse to be manipulated with this your write-up." Again, whoever has an hand in most death, whether emotionally or not, will never know peace. Wow. So people are not buying it. Wow. I never knew bullying is a form of brotherly love. Somebody says, "Shut up. You and Sam Larry constantly bullied that poor boy into depression on video, on camera." Don't forget that part. Somebody said, "From the beginning, we knew you bullied him. That fear made him avoid hospitals. So yes, you contributed." He actually avoided hospitals allegedly because he was afraid they will come and corner him there as well. That's crazy, right? That's crazy allegations, right? Somebody said, "Nobody said you buy him. You bullied him." He may, so everybody's saying something. People are reminding him now. I guess he must have thought they forgot.
Thank you, sir. Ẹ ti dáhùn question. Ẹ ti dáhùn question. Tí wọ́n béèrè.
Wọ́n tẹ̀lé rí náà tí wọ́n kàn fọ́ọ̀dù tó mo kó wa lọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ni ìyá MOHBAD tó lè mi mo ní kí prime boy máa sá lọ nígbà tó gún ọmọ mi.
Yes, sir.
Àwọn ẹ̀rọ la bí.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's saying that he's never seen the nurse before, and then he was not the one who told Prime Boy to be running away. That they're lying against him.
Mo fẹ́ jẹ́ kí nǹkan tí ẹ sọ ní Yorùbá yẹn bẹ́ẹ̀ bá ṣe lè sọ lóyìnbó bá.
No, we already said it now. Somebody said, "Now only God fit judge this kind of father. It's unfortunate that dead man tell no tales. Someone said, "We can't take side here, please." Wumi said a nurse was involved. They have come. Oh, listen carefully to this person. Baba said he never met any nurse, so taking sides would be biased, as we all were not there. Police should do proper investigation. Okay, you can't get mad at that. Even Satan was not cursed with this kind of a father. God help us. Let me tell all of you right now. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to our secondary story today. Maybe we can catch some clues. This could be anybody's father. Really, your interpretation of the events of life and how you respond to it is all you can control. Okay. Making yourself any better or special. Like, maybe you think you're special in your whole family, they never do this. It's a lie. You have not been tested. Okay, it might not look exactly like this. Your own crisis will come in a different form, and it's going to be about how you react to it. There's no such thing as just avoid this, and there's no such thing. If you avoid this one, you're not avoiding the other one. Everybody will go through their own challenges. Everybody will go through their own trauma, or whatever you want to call it. Everybody's going to have their fair share. What you need to understand is that you remain in the position of power when it comes to how you interpret life events and how you respond to them. How you interpret life events will be the driving force behind how you respond to them. So this sad situation where somebody passed away, and they are now tossing back and forth with properties, it happens. We saw it also happen. There's a case that's been filed against Access Bank and the late Wigwe's daughter on something similar. The Baba wants 25%. His father is filing a lawsuit against his granddaughter because of properties, or what do you call it? Because of the estate that he left behind. So this can happen. I don't care how perfect you think your family is. It can happen anywhere. It can happen anywhere. All you can do is, how do you interpret this? Do you interpret this as the enemy is after you? Or do you just understand that human beings are mad? It's time for you to learn something new. There are some situations where people are just outright wicked. If you've concluded they're wicked, cut them out. Whatever that means to you, cut them out. If you're having trouble cutting them out, then there's some kind of value you're getting in that relationship. And now we need to ask for that question. We need to dig in deeper to see what you're dealing with. But for the most part, it's not going to be as easy as somebody is just wicked. I wish it was. It's not going to be that easy. Okay. It's just a wicked person. Oh, okay, now cut them out now, and then you struggle with cutting them out. Then it's not as simple as they're wicked, obviously. Chia says next, he won't bully someone like that. Nonsense. Oh yes, I did. I was doing all kind of justice to that name. Women never accused Naamali of buying MOHBAD. So what is he talking about? All right, so we're gonna leave that at that. Right now, I want to talk about Burna Boy and a couple of people. They've been trending all day long. So I'm gonna play audio for you. So stick around, listen carefully, because I'm trying to understand what's going on. Maybe you guys can enlighten me. I'm gonna play audio, and then we'll take it from there. I'll be right back.
I find it beautiful, girl, it's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.
All right, welcome back.
Oh, apparently, she's dating Manny.
Listen carefully, oh.
Manny, that's Bona's guy.
Oh, okay.
Apparently Manny is telling her that Bona is looking for me and all of that in Lagos. And he's been asking about me, telling them they should please invite me out. He wants to meet me. That's how, obviously, I didn't even answer that period.
Yeah.
Then one time, I think the next week, right, she had called me. She was always texting me about it. I'm like, when I do my hair, I don't mind meeting him. Friends when I do my hair. That's how the next thing, the owner of one strip club, Bayrock, started calling me like, hey, please, are you alone? I need to speak to you. I said, well, like, oh, somebody wants to meet you, please. I'm like, who? He's like, Burna, he has been disturbing him.
Oh, wow.
Blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, no wahala. I've heard you. That whenever I come out, next time I come out, I'll just like
say hi.
One stone to kill two birds. I'll probably, you can invite him when I'm I'll tell you.
Yeah.
That's how I went out the first night. That I went to because the owner of the strip club was telling me I should please not meet Burna through Ama, because he wants, obviously I knew that he wanted to make money. So he wants to no, I'll come and then Bona will spend money. And I said, okay, no problem, that's fine. So that day, Amma was messaging me. I said, you know what? I'm going to go to Bayrock. You can meet me at Bayrock. You can bring Bona there. I'll also, like, everybody that has been calling me, they should all just come there and meet me. As I went to Bayrock, after the party, Bona started telling me that let's go home. I said, I'm not going home. That's how she was telling them the security to stay with me. Let's drive behind their convoy. As soon as I entered my car, I drove home. He started calling me, where are you? Where are you? I said, oh, I'm going home. He's like, okay, I should send my address. His driver is going to come and pick me up. I said, no problem, I'll send the address. He kept on calling me. I didn't pick up his call. I just went to bed. I woke up that morning. I messaged, the owner of Bayrock was calling me like, that Bona has been texting him that, oh, I'm rude. I didn't even say anything about me going to bed. I just stopped picking up his calls. Blah, blah, blah. Apparently, the owner of Bayrock gave him my number. That's how I said, I'll text him. Because me, I didn't know what to say again after I did what I did. Like, I don't know what to say and I did not want to talk again. That's how I sent a message. When I sent a message, I saw that he had blocked me. Me, I moved on from it. The second day, the Scott guy started calling me again. I said I should come out. There should be an explanation. I went out. That second day, the second time again, I still did not go home with him. I went home. I think that's why he never unblocked me. We went out. I went home. Nobody reached out to anybody. Scott was trying to think, like, let's go home with him. Let all of us go. I said, I'm not going anywhere. That's how I went home. That's how, like, Bona traveled. Me and him, we did not speak. In fact, obviously, I told you he blocked me the first day. So I didn't even bother reaching out to him. That's how, when he now came back to Lagos, I was at Secret Palace with one guy. So he was rushing to work. That Ebuka guy that you met, that fat guy. So he was rushing to work, right? Amma is like, oh, please, let's stay. The money is upstairs. Let's just go and continue our party that she was not want to go. I said, no, Ada. So went upstairs. Bona was there. Bona started calling me and she was come and sit beside him. He was not talking. This was after like 3 months. So that money told him I'm trying to buy a Lambo truck. I should have just said that to him. That he would have gotten it for me. How much is a Lambo truck? Just that I shouldn't tell anybody about it. That he wants to be my guy. That trust me, you're going to end up loving me. I should just give me a chance. You know, just talking long. When I got home that day, I left them again. Went home. Amma started calling me that Bona came to Manny's house. He's saying she should call me. Me, I swiped. I saw the message. I didn't pick up her calls or anything. Like it was Bona. I told her the next day, like, also what he was saying. She's like, babe, you should take him seriously. You know, it's him that bought Steph London, Kulinan. He actually spent girls, blah, 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 blah. I was like, we'll see. Me, I don't should really take artists. They don't really do it for me in my life. I even told Bona that day, I'm like, the second day Bona called me, let's go out. We went to Boho, the private room. I told him we have to start the private room. He's like, okay, sure. I met him there. He was talking. I said, to be honest, I don't really like to follow artists because they don't really do anything for me. Like, they don't really do anything. He's like, trust me, I'm a gang, an artist. Trust me. Second day, I went home. Third day, he had called me to come somewhere. I didn't answer him. Then one time, I guess he called me again. Amma was like, Bona says that you are playing games with him. Today you come around, you go home. Instead of us all going home, they are playing games with him. I should take him seriously. I should just try and like just take him seriously. Like trust me, like just see how it goes with him. So I know what happened and all. So the next time we hung out, I went home with him and all of that. We're already talking after, like, obviously, Bona and I were talking, because Amma had sent him my number. One of the days she was trying to reach me and I wasn't picking up. He collected my number from her and started trying to reach me himself. So that's how we're speaking, but like, obviously, I'll be leaving them, I'm going home, I'll wake up, what are you doing today? Let's see. And well, that's how eventually I decided I agreed to see him. After the club, we now went home and all of that. I'm just like, whatever happens. We knocked and all of that because he already sold me a lot of dreams and all of that. I was like, no problem. Like, he can be like one of my guys. He's a celebrity. Know how to code it. I'll be getting money from him. He should be doing his own things. I have my own relationship.
Exactly.
That's how. When that morning I wanted to leave, he was like, don't go. I'm like, no, I'm going. I went back home and all. The next thing. I didn't even like being around him because when I was going to his house, the security guy was like, no phones allowed and all of that. I'm just like, the fuck? I don't want to be here. It was like money that came and said, no, don't touch the phones and all of that. But I was like, sorry. I was already irritated by all of that. Because honestly, I hang out with Wiz a lot. Like, nobody comes to come and tell me, give me phone and all of that.
And you don't even post.
I don't post. Who wants to be on your fucking, like, who wants to stand out? Like, are you fucking kidding? Do you know that's how the next thing, I was chill. That's how I went home. I was meant to travel that week. I had told him I'm about to buy my car or my money. We're always talking like every day. Talk. He would tell me, send me what you're doing. I will send him a time message on WhatsApp. You know, we're chatting. That's how, like, I think he was having one issue with Acme or something. He told me that he's going through a lot right now. And blah, blah. Let him finish sorting. I asked him my car. He's like, oh, he's in Abuja right now. He's going through a lot. When he's done sorting out that thing, he'll come to Lagos. He'll sort me out and blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, no problem. I traveled to America. I messaged him, oh, what's going on my car? He's like, calm down. Oh, I'm supposed to be in LA, blah, blah, blah. I said, no problem. I came back to Lagos and I messaged him like, yo, I'm about to pay for my car. Me, I already set up my mind. Like, if I actually pay for my car without him giving me any money, I'm actually going to block him. Because what the heck? Like, what am I doing with? Like, literally, like, you said you're going to take care of me. You said a lot of things. Like, you do this one, do that one. So I don't even want, especially the fact I told you that I don't mess around with artists because you guys talk too much. I would be expecting at this stage you've come up in life. Like, you would not want to exactly point or anything. That's why he was like, oh, he's on his way to LA right now. He's going to call me once he lands. He never called. He texted me, oh my God, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no wahala. I want to pay for my car like this week, please. Like, what's going on? He's like, oh, trust me, I'm coming to Lagos on Thursday or whatever. We'll see when I come. That Thursday week, he didn't come to Lagos. He didn't say anything. I just blocked him. That was the day I even paid for my car. I blocked him. Now, fast forward to like, okay, he now came back to Lagos after I paid for my car. Obviously, Amma is saying money, right? So if she doesn't want to hang out with Wiz, like whenever I go with Wiz and Wiz's table is really packed, she'll be like, okay, let's go and hang out with money. I'll say, oh, like, let's go. Me, I'm like, I'm hanging out money because it's your boyfriend. I don't want any situation where when I said Bona is ready to give me my money for my car that he promised me and all of that. Bro, that's how I was sitting down. I was like chilling. Bona would send money to me, like cash, like she's paying strippers. I didn't collect the money. There was time I went out, he gave the guy that was just went to go and pee because he was hanging with Bona. He went to go pee. Bona was trying to do chairs with me, trying to like form whatever. I didn't do the chair. I said no, I wasn't gonna do it. The next thing, that is how, like, bro, and I'm thinking about it, like, Amma knew about this the whole time. You're seeing money is Bona's best friend. If Money had spoken to Amma, if Amma had put pressure, like, no, it was me who were calling the whole time, and he promised my friend this one, and all of a sudden he just like didn't do what he promised my friend and all of that. Like, if Amma was telling Money, like, nah, that's not nice, you know, but Money would have actually spoken to Bona and said, like, bro, of course, they're best friends, like, bro, like, no, be like that now. At least you know, find something, like, you know, that she blocks you because of this now. Like, do you understand? Like, she blocks you because of this. Like, you know, if you had done this, people shouldn't have, you know, speak like the truth. They both completely removed themselves from the issue. After they were the ones that were blowing up my phone, I didn't say anything because at the end of the day, I'm like, it's not when I met Bona I started balling. I bought my watch. I know Amma must have gone to go and tell me I bought my watch. I bought my car. Bona was selling money that, oh, he saw it on the blogs. I bought my car. Fast forward to like recently, like, okay, so like last week, you know, Brenna flew in one girl like that, one called Chloe.
Yeah, I saw it. Yes.
To Lagos. So yeah, Amma was telling me, oh, Chloe is even coming to Lagos. Brenna wants to do one dinner thing for her. You know, Amma knew that I bought my watch and she knew the person that bought my watch. So I don't know if she went to go and tell Manny. That's why Brenna went to go and buy a watch for the girl or something. Because I'm wondering why he bought her a watch when I bought my watch. Like trying to form like, oh, all these ones are small things. I mean, the watch she got for her is not as expensive as my watch, and it's an AP he got her. But I'm just like, why would he just think randomly to buy a watch?
Yeah, like,
he's not giving. Do you know that? That's how, like, me, I was just waiting because I remember Amma, the guy I'm seeing now, that young guy I told you about, his best friend Derek. Amma was seeing that guy. That was even before I even met. Amma became my life. Entered my life.
Amma is everywhere,
bro. Like, she was seeing this Derek guy, right? But the Derek guy didn't take her seriously. So now he's dating. He was dating. In fact, she found out that he was dating another girl. He stopped responding to her messages because
I'm very sure Amma tells Manny bad things about you. That's just it.
I don't understand because I'm just thinking there's a day like we went out.
That's what happened.
I was trying to do cheers with me, and I'm like, no, I don't want to do cheers. Like, and then man is like, well, I said, yo, like, Shebi said you were going to buy my Lambo. She buy my Lambo.
She's the one that made him not buy you that Lambo. Let me just tell you.
I'm just thinking about it. I'm just like, if you actually like were
your friends,
no way I wouldn't have gotten something from that.
Exactly.
You would have actually told your guy like, yo, that's not nice. Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's not a good look like for your guy. Like, why would he promise? Is that how?
And he would have just even taken you so serious.
I just feel
That
like,
girl
I'm just
is
like,
wicked.
is this because of I'm hanging out with you that you actually feel like you can? I'm not a
Accept,
regular babe.
like you're not. I told you from beginning. It's not like I'm maybe telling you what to do or what not to do. I told you from beginning that girl takes people's shine. She enters people, break them, and leave. But you don't used to hear. You told me, let me give her benefit of that girl is bad news. Let me tell you, since I've known you, Chinwe Kangwa get something. Since I know you last year to this year, you've not been appearing nice. I told you when you wore one red clothes, and you told me there's what you told me. If it was not nice, you won't post it. That people said it was nice. I laughed. See, take your life back from 2023 and now. You see that Ama has taken a lot from you. Publicity. She does not want you to drive that Lambo. She will spoil your name to Bona. That's why Bona did not buy that thing. If not, you not get anywhere. You not follow that witchcraft.
Like, I was telling this girl, like, I'm not a small girl. Oh. I'm confused that you think
Amma was supposed to reach your leg. Was she supposed to even come close to you in any way?
I'm just not telling my friend. I'm like, I could like, I know how you struggle to be my friend, and then you're my friend.
And you
now.
told me, I told you, don't follow this girl.
You just wanted to come very closely to my life to see what's going on.
Remember when we were going to that, we were going out on that, she told me to follow you. Immediately I told you, I'm not going because of Amma. There are people you don't bring, like, I know everybody will say, your sister is now rolling with Amma. She just lose guard herself. I like your one-man squad.
I'm going back to it too.
No.
Let me tell you what's going on now. So like, but now this situation I'm telling about the guy she was seeing that's dating like my guy, right? The guy that she's seeing that's best friends with my guy.
Yeah.
When he tried to do something for his girl that he's seeing now, he had invited Ama's sister and UC invited me to go for it. I'm like, UC, it doesn't make any sense. This your friend didn't treat my friend right. There's no way I can go for it. Amma is my friend. Like, it doesn't make any sense me showing up there.
You see, you standing for her.
Out there. Wait, no, stupid girl. That's how UC was. What's her name? I was telling me, how dare Derek think he can invite my sister to an event he's doing for his girlfriend? Like, is he crazy?
Oh wow.
Now, fast forward to like last week, you went for an event Bona was doing for his girlfriend. And the funny part, she went for it. And I'm like, what the heck? And she was saying,
have you seen that she's not your friend? Have you seen she's not your friend?
I'm just like, am I overreacting? Because
no, you're not overreacting because if she's your friend, she.
You are the one that introduced me to this guy. You saw that he fucked up. You are going for a whatever to honor
for another girl that he flew in.
This is not even money doing something directly, or that Bona's mom is doing something. I'm not that babe.
Another babe, knowing everything, no.
Do you know that this girl was saying, that she told me and I said she should go? I said, I told you to go because will I tell you not to go?
Not to go, exactly. What was she expecting you to say?
What were you expecting me to say? And why? Like, if I tell you to jump into fire, will you jump inside fire?
Very
like,
stupid
you
girl.
don't know what is right to do and what is wrong to do. Like, this babe actually went for this party. She was even tricking me. She showed me her, Bona, and then.
Can you imagine? Because she wants to be.
Finding out it was her sister that even did
the video.
Things.
Okay, the decoration. Oh my God.
But she never included that in the story she was telling me. And I'm just like, you never even told me yourself.
This girl is wicked though.
Happening.
She has already planned to go for the event since before telling you. She has planned everything.
She went for that night. She was telling me, I don't even know to do my makeup. I said, I knew that she wanted to go for it. So I'm like, go if you want to go. Like, there's nothing you can go. Do you know that's how she went? I didn't think she would go for it too. Because I'm not going to tell you not to go.
Of course.
Telling me that, apparently, like, she's dating Manny. That apparently, Manny, that's Bona's guy. Apparently that, Manny is telling her that Bona is looking for me.
All right. So, what did we learn? So, as you can imagine, I listened live with you guys. Okay, there's no way I would listen to that in my own time. I couldn't. So I saw that it was going viral. Bona was going viral. As a matter of fact, we had Toto going viral. We had Bona going viral. We had Chloe Bailey going viral. And I think we had Sophia going viral. I was wondering, who is Sophia? I just learned now, listening with you guys, who Sophia is. And then Amma, and I just learned who King Mani is. Those were the characters in the story we just heard. Okay. So even right now, if you check Twitter right now, the trends, number one trend is Lambo. Right? Lambo for knocking. Why is this a big deal? Why is everybody having a conversation around this? Number one is Lambo. Number two is Bona. Number 5 is Chloe. Right? Let me see if any of the other names. Then number 14, Toto. Somebody said, who is Toto? I don't know. Number 18, Manny. So if you wonder who Manny is, so I guess I'm not going to re-narrate the story because honestly, there were holes in the story that I didn't really get. Okay. But maybe you guys got it more. Number 29 is Ama Reginald. All right. So first thing first. Should we take these people seriously? This is the Sophia's page right here. Let me make it bigger. Let's make it bigger so you guys can tell me. Are this kind of people we need to take seriously? Let's see. Let's look. What does she do? First of all, what does she do? She has about 129,000 monitoring spirits. And what does she do? We don't know. No names. But somehow people are following her, I'm sure because of the aesthetics. She's a fine girl, I guess, from the little I can see. That body looks like it's sculptured up. You already know what my next question is, Marriott. You were ahead of me. Definitely, who is recording? I think the lady that was the hype person was recording. I don't think she would have wanted that audio out there like that. Maybe she has offended that lady or something like that. But the audio looks like it's being recorded because her voice was a lot clearer. She was closer to the side of the microphone. Hit the like button. We're rounding up. I can't spend too much time on this kind of gist. But let me see here. So let's get through this. Let me see. I wanted to see. Okay, she's 28 years old. This was posted 2024. That is a full-blown grown woman. There's no reason to be having such conversations at 28, but it's 2025 too. 28 used to be like the 28 would have been 21. The new 21 is 28, right? Is that how to say it? The 28 years old people don't know they're old now. They think they have time, so it's okay. Okay, all right. Let's have it. Yeah, let's see. She's going to shows. I think she said something about going to America. Bati. Private jet lifestyle. Okay, so, oh wow, that looks like a freaking drawing. Okay, that's the picture we were looking at earlier, right? Okay, so this is the chick that was talking to somebody else on the other line. Okay. Now, the second person that she was talking about is this one right here. Ama Reginald, right? This is the one that, correct me if I'm wrong, this one's dating King Mani. This is King Mani right here. King Mani is a PA to Burna Boy, this guy right here, okay? Lots of money, millions of dollars. Don't know what to do with it, of course. Carry some girls, any girl you like, right? Maybe even potentially buy a Lambo for a girl, right? All right, so that's money right there. Let's get back to Ama's. Ama is a bigger influencer. She's a digital creator, influencer for booking. 377,000 followers. Okay. Let's see what she got going on. Okay, pictures, nice pictures. Okay, she's probably about the same age. Okay. Oh wow, what is that? Is that birthday? January was awesome. Looking forward to. Oh, this is Valentine's. This is Valentine's stuff. Okay. Is that the two of them by any chance? No, that's not the two of them. Valentine is coming. Valentine is gone. Oh, who is your who is your mate too? Anyway, all right. So can we take these people? The reason why I went to their pages, I wanted to see number one, number two. Can I really take these people seriously? But let's see why everybody is talking about it. So if I go on Twitter, Bona is trending. Why? Somebody said a legend, because I think the full gist of the story is that he promised that he was going to buy her, allegedly was going to buy her a Lamborghini if she allows him to knock. Okay, but then after knocking, there is no Lamborghini. And if you notice somewhere in the video, she said my money. I'm like, your money? What do you mean by your money? But anyway, it looks like men are celebrating this. That's what it looks like so far. But somebody said a legend, Burna Boy has single-handedly made every guy proud today. Like and repost if you are happy. Okay. Somebody said Burna Boy slept with me and didn't give me the Lamborghini he promised. Lagos big girl Sophia narrates in leaked voice note. You guys have listened to it. Okay. And let's have this.
Diamond, everything you need, eh? You are saying, you buy me jewelries. Hi, I will buy you jewelries. Gold, diamond, everything you need, eh? Diamond, silver, and diamond. I will buy you thread.
Burna Boy promises Sophia the whole world. No Burna Boy fan will pass without liking this post. Get out of here. Nobody. Empty. Burna Boy to Sophie on the phone. Problems. I'll just move past that. Okay, I'll just move past. Hopefully you didn't see it with your clean eyes. All right. Someone said drop your Azza 5 million naira giveaway to the first 2,000 likes. Since I can't share Lambo, let's share funds. Uncle Burna active. So some people are saying, why would you promise a person Lamborghini because of some quikus? It doesn't make sense to people, right? It doesn't make. In fact, one of the people that it doesn't make sense to is this guy right here. Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. Let's pull this up real quick. This guy. I'm gonna play this for you.
The problem why they get on top this phone call P be say the people who still don't follow this gist the way why mommy una follow her. Remember that video I did like 5 months ago about that boy wait up say who does that? I did this. There are some Okwobo money misroad men in that Nigeria where we say they have very low self-esteem. Where we say no be Burna Boy, you know hear the phone call. Burna Boy no be the main cause. People they do am for that Lagos. Where we say if they want knack babe, they go buy a car just so they can knack. They go buy a house just so they can knack. It is one of the most disturbing things I've ever heard. Very low self-esteem individual. And when being one relay one motor, over double book ọmọ wèrè, ó fẹ́ ra lé fóbìnrin láti dole nǹkan ẹ̀yin wèrè gbogbo. Shameless men. Àti dé ó ní kúre. The problem.
So this is Bisoye Oyemike. This one has problems with men buying stuff for women just because of the kwekus. Is there anything wrong with that? And what do we mean by buying stuff for women because of kwekus? To what extent? Is there a level? Can it be more than $50? Maybe $100? Is anything more than $200? Does that become simple? Problems. Anyway, Burna Boy telling Sophia, we already saw that. Let's see. This one.
Lamborghini. Mercedes. Now I won't give person Lamborghini.
You know, Akwi has to answer to this now. Akwi has to say something about this. Akwi is still beefing Burna Boy because he got picked up and he spent Christmas in jail.
Mercedes. Now I won't give person Lamborghini. Now, mama. Now, woman, I won't give Lamborghini. They whine me. All those hungry boys with the full arm up and down. Never give them motor. I want random yash. I beg you, Johnny. That gun is so hurry up and down. No will gas got all ball.
Translation, Chi.
No really Lamborghini.
He's just watching. Let me see here. Lambo where Burna Boy buy for Sophia. He don't carry him gift him UK producer Jack Vibes. 20 years old boy don't own Lambo. No sign of weakness. Don't pay. Okay. Ama Regina is trending in Nigeria because a leaked voice note allegedly reveals she convinced socialite Sophie to have sex with Burna Boy in exchange for a Lamborghini. The audio has sparked widespread reaction online, fueling debates and speculation. Let me see. Voila. Burna the whole time Sophie was with him. Let's see. All right. So somebody is Davido's associate Benny. Sophie collects Lamba instead of Lambo. Using your nyash to acquire a Lambo means you use your nyash to maintain it forever. What a sad life. Even Burna will be billionaire, they dodge billings. You know that's the thing now. They say men are dodging billings and transfers. Who am I not to dodge your billing? Saying we shall knock. Is it knock? We shall knocked. Boldly is so crazy. Saying we shall knocked. Boldly is so crazy. Almost some girls no just get shame at all. For Lambo. Would you knock for Lambo? Ladies, if you're not married, would you knock for Lambo? We all know Davido would have knelt down to beg for sex from her after getting out the brand new Lambo, Zero Streets. Wala. That's a shade at Davido. Let's listen to this one. Let's see what he's saying.
Now we don't know what it be like. So for this Burna Boy and Sophia matter, first of all, many of us now we don't know what it be Lamborghini. See Lamborghini here. 9 days so. And in case you don't know the price of Lamborghini, Lamborghini now from 460 something million to 600 and something million naira. In dollars now from that kind $300 million.
The math.
How about be
Not
your
the math.
No, how about be your pekus? How much? Guess get mind though. If you listen to the voice notes where I know one play, she said Burna Boy invited me the first time, I did not go. He invited me the second time, I did not go. He invited me the third time, I did not go. Burna Boy just invite her. There is some come to see Burna. This girl will invite like this. See the pattern. You know understand? Burna Boy come promise you Lambo.
And I'll give you Lamba.
See, what the Burna Boy promise you na Lamba, no be Lambo. You know yeah. Burna Boy promise you Lamba. You go there hear Lambo. So don't worry, I'll give you Lamba.
Wala.
Wait, but what is really the problem with our ladies? Like, what will be the problem with women? Is it that una don't put price tag for pekos? The question I want to ask is, when you they make out or you they knack man, you don't understand? Is it that now only man they enjoy knacking? Yes. Because they say man they knack woman. Normally man they knack woman they come. So now man they really women don't make knacking be like say when you knack them you don't take advantage. When you now if you be person where they take advantage of women, maybe God punish you normally. But at the talk of maybe you and get
I mean normally. So God punish you normally if you are taking advantage of women. He's asking like, we be firewood? Are we firewood? Why are you billing us? That's what he's saying.
Just chat along the line. You call it like say the girl can't come on, I can't wipe. The girl maybe the girl won't come go, you can't give her like maybe 10k, 15k. The girl can't say, I don't understand. What's this? For something pleasure where two of us enjoy. Even when you dey wipe as man, you go need drink things. To men when not they, you don't understand. You go need take some Odogu, some Origin, some Jacomo, everything. Super good, everything. Make sure say you make the girl dey okay, especially those girls when they come to tempt you. Know whether they last.
It's not tricking if you
Call
got
my
it.
guy.
It's tricking,
You
no.
hear say, you not get no cause girl come dey use and one dey mock
And
you.
it's enabling.
After you don't still try your best as a man, you can't still give her money because the money no good. You dey buy Lambo. Ah, you get mind. And like, you see that over like 600 million. You know how many Burna Boy people pay for AI designed, structured gear wey like 17 AIs wey go dey knack up way for dem go just dey correct a god. This god no na but on a serious note. Shout out to all the ladies when e be like say dem no dey monetize their toto. They know they monetize their kpeku. Shout out to all of you. If you be that kind girl and dey on the comment section, drop your business for the comment section. Make as you be proud of yourself. Now then go still come go knack man finish come outside. Come they claim say then they sell cloth online. They form what they motivate young. God punish you if you be that kind girl. Shout out to all the hardworking young ladies when it be like say they know they used to tell also. Burna Boy, you do this one. Congratulations to you for making us proud. I don't lie. I'm not even happy like maybe they say take advantage. No, I'm happy because this girl come with like now waiting make this girl come knocking and because Lambo. They're supposed to give this girl headies because I know say the girl don't give you head. You know what I'm saying?
Wala.
Headies. Mr. Ayo Adimasha, when I give that girl headies, because that girl don't give Burna Boy head. Hey, God. What are they use on her head? Use your head, not the easy. The Bible said that we bless the work of your hand and not the work of your peku. You don't understand. So
walk now. This is Mekushemi. It's not right. Walk
with your hand. And maybe I make they give her a job. What's I know?
Weary. But just one night with you, I'll give you anything. The devil say iPhone 16. Sophie say a Lambo. Devil start to cry. Exposing that you effed Burna Boy so that potentials will know yesterday's price is not today's price. I love brilliant ads. Okay. Bro, if I was Burna Boy, I'd buy her 10 Lambos. See? There's a market for it at the end of the day. You can't blame her. You know. The only person you should blame right now is the person who leaked that audio. Because this is real. This is real. Mario says, facing women but not the buyer. Wayne Head. Young men are drinking things at this tender age. Yeah. The thing is that there's a market. So it is what it is. I can't judge her. The only person we can blame right now is the person who released the audio. She can blame herself though for talking anyhow on the phone. In fact, Bobrisky came out and said the worst thing that's ever happened to it or they happened to they. The worst thing that ever happened to them, Jare. My pronouns are messed up, sorry. The worst thing that ever happened to them is the audio. You know, somebody releasing an audio of when you are pouring their pain out. You see more and more of that happening. Very Dark Man is their king of releasing audios, you know. So, yep. Voila. All right, guys. So that's all I have for you today. I just wanted to catch cruise a little bit with this one. I don't know, you know. You have to let people be. Let them do what they do. We're not gonna raise. The only thing I can see here is that, you know, there's market. Okay, you attract who you are. Don't be a market. Okay. We can't stop, gentlemen. You cannot stop other men from tricking. If, like Marriott already said, if you got it, it ain't tricking, right? I would argue it's probably still tricking. I would argue only time will tell if it's tricking, because if you come back and cry to me that you spent $200 on a plate that you didn't have, then that's your fault. Okay. And ladies, if you notice, more and more men are starting to say they don't want the billing. They look over their shoulder. They are scared that you're about to bill them. Here's what I tell you. You see those two ladies? You see their page? See, presentation is everything. Because there's nothing those two ladies have that most women don't have. Honestly, it's just they package very well, you know. And men of them are at least willing to promise a Lambo, even though if all they gave was Lamba, right? At least they were willing to promise a Lambo. It's kind of crazy work to promise a Lambo for knocking, but it's also crazy. Probably it's crazier to actually expect that to happen and to actually be saying my money. He needs to give me my money, and then you are blocking each other off of social media, and then you are gisting so loudly, so recklessly that the whole world now knows your business. It is all fair in love and war. Do me a favor, hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified whenever we go live. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. God bless.
I find it beautiful, girl. It's your love that I've been missing. I miss all your hugs, your touching and kissing. Me love on the floor, the couch in the kitchen. One love enough, we done enough.